Welcome to Spiritually Speaking, the talk show for spiritual wellness with the goal to bring about personal peace, love, and joy through spiritual education. It aims to raise the consciousness and vibrations of those who seek to live a fulfilled life through acceptance and non-judgment of all religions, beliefs, and practices that are positively based in God's love and light. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Spiritually Speaking. Thank you for tuning in with us today on this beautiful Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon. And I want to let you guys know that Spiritually Speaking is proudly brought to you by Talk Watt Network. Please check out our other shows with Talk Watt Network at www.talkwattnetwork.com. And again, thank you for joining us today. I'm your host, Dee Dee Lovejoy. And to my left here is the beautiful, wonderful Barbara Silas. Yay! Barbara has agreed to come here and talk to us today about Kangen water. And it's a great show about the water. It's a really great topic for this type of show where we're talking about not only your spiritual health, but also your physical health all the way around. So this water will help you meet your goals of feeling better, feeling healthier. Before we get into that, I want to do my usual housekeeping things and talk about some of the things that Quintessence has going on. And let me get to the calendar of events here. Okay. Still lots of things this year. We've already had the Spirit Guide class, which was a really great class that ended up being like a 4-hour class instead of a 2-hour class because there was so much information to cover. And we are going to bring that class again because it was so well received. And every Thursday we do a meditation here and a intuitive development class. And we also do, on the third Thursdays, we do a healing circle, a Reiki circle. And brand new this year, I'm starting the Reiki circles or healing circles over at Mystical Sense on the third. It's actually the third Sundays. So it starts in February 17th. That's the first one. Let's see what else we have going on. We all... Reiki class on February 2nd, the art of self-healing for those who I've talked to that want to learn to heal themselves or channel energy so you can help yourself, help your pets, help your family members, help loved ones. And just think Reiki along with this water that you guys are going to hear about is a great way to get in shape and to make yourself feel better all year long. And then we also have coming up in February is the Unlock Your Intuition, the Power of the Pendulum. That's coming up on February 16th. And you guys just go to the website. It's oilsandstones.com and just go to the event page and you'll see everything that I'm doing this year, that Quintessence is doing this year. And it's just kind of been like a really weird couple of days. I don't know if you've been feeling it, Barbara. Barbara's really quiet, so and a little bit shy, but that's okay. We're gonna do a meditation today that's gonna help us all relax. Because I know the last couple of days I've just kind of been at my highest, doing everything at the highest peak of energy, and today I'm feeling just like a little lower on the energy level, and I know relaxation will help that, and hopefully this relaxation exercise will also help Barbara know that this is not such a scary place, that Spiritually Speaking is a great place, and we have a really great show and really great listeners.
I believe that.
Okay. And if you would like to call into the show, I'm going to make sure I give you guys the right number. It's 813-936-TALK. Is that right, Barbara? Is that what it says on that cup over there? Right here. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's try this again. It's 813-639 8255, 813-639-8255. So I think we should just get into our meditation right now, just so we can set the mood for having a relaxed time. Kim Linder is going to call in with us today. She's going to, we're just going to chat up a little bit about who she is and something that we have really great going on in March for caregivers to help them relax and rejuvenate. So she's going to call in the show in a little bit. So right now we're going to let out all the stress and anxiety right now and just, float on the cloud. So if you are by a chair, sit in it. If you are someplace where you can relax, let's go and do that, because we're going to get right into the meditation. And so, Nolan, we're going to ask you to turn music down just a little bit. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So just first relax your body. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for 4 counts and blow it out. Starting at the top of your head. Just allow the feeling of relaxation to begin, and feel relaxation grow with each breath you take. Inhale and relax your scalp and your head. And exhale and let the tension just go away even more. Breathe in this relaxation, feeling your face and ears relax. And exhale all the tensions of the week and just let it go, because we don't want it in this week to come, this beautiful, productive week we have coming up. We let that relaxation feeling go all the way through our neck and shoulders, touching our heart, cleansing and healing. Let it go all the way down to our torso and our pelvis. Just relaxing, relieving all the tension down our thighs, our knees, and our legs. Continuing our relaxation. Breathing out your tension. Relaxing your ankles and your feet and your toes. And now we can begin to create a picture in our mind. Images that we are floating on a soft, fluffy cloud. We feel the surface beneath us becoming softer and more cloud-like. And we feel the cloud rising out of the surface that we're on, and we're surrounded by this protective, supportive, beautiful energy. And soon we feel like we're just floating on this cloud. And we let it rise a little further and taking it with us. And we see the walls and the ceiling around us just disappearing as we float on this sunny sky, drifting on this cloud. We feel it beneath us is soft and supportive, and it supports our whole body. We notice each place where our body is touching the cloud. It's soft and comfortable. It's like floating on air. Now notice how the cloud feels. It might be a bit cool or moist or like fog. And our body is warm. It's very warm and heavy, and sinking into this cloud. It's a wonderful feeling. Now you can take this cloud and float wherever you want. Do you choose to be high? Just let the cloud rise in the sky. It's very safe, very calming and relaxing. Support it gently but firmly on this cloud. You're surrounded by a protective embrace. Now what do you see? Perhaps you see some trees. There's leaves whispering in the gentle breeze. And from this amazing vantage point, you can see around 360 degrees. The horizon stretches out in a complete circle around you. And notice in the distance how the hills appear almost blue and slightly hazy. You continue floating and enjoying the sights around you. The ground below you looks like a patchwork quilt, green grass and golden fields. But you continue to feel relaxed as you rise even higher and higher. You can look down on the cloud and just pass and see the white fluffy peaks and valleys. It looks like a perfect snow. You're still being supported smoothly and comfortably and enjoying the sights around you. You're flying wherever you wish. Enjoy the sights around you. And you feel relaxed and so peaceful and thankful to God that He's given this wonderful gift to you. And you know you can return here anytime you want. But it's time to return now. And when you will return, you're relaxed and feeling great and wonderful and energized. Float back to where you were when you started this visualization and let the cloud melt from your bed or your chair or wherever you are today. And feel this cloud slowly disappear as the real surface becomes more solid beneath you. And gradually come back to the present. Wiggling your fingers and your toes and feeling your body reawaken. Shrug your shoulders and move your arms and legs. And you return back to our show and back to where you are, feeling refreshed and alert after this beautiful journey of floating on a cloud. Okay, welcome back everybody to the show. I hope you're feeling more relaxed. I know I am. How about you, Barbara?
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. Okay, so we're going to get right into talking about this wonderful water. Are you ready for that?
Yes.
And so I'm going to bring up the site real quick. And so while I'm doing that, why don't you just tell us about who you are and how you found this wonderful product?
Well, as was stated, my name is Barbara Silas. And this water was introduced to me about 2 years or so ago by a wonderful friend who knew I was suffering with acid reflux
Mm-hmm.
disease. And she says, you know, Barbara, she said, I think if you try this water, it may just help you. It may just help that situation with you. And I felt that she was the dear friend and she wouldn't steer me wrong. And so I tried the water. The next day, when I woke up, I could breathe. I felt like I could breathe better, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then I had this little surge of energy. I just wanted to clean the house and, you know.
Wow, that's some water.
Yeah. And just, you know, do those things that I kept putting off and putting off.
Mm-hmm.
And so that went on, and I had other issues that have subsided since I've been on the water. And it's just been great for myself and my family. And I just thank her every day, almost in my mind, and when I see her, um, because we do the water, we share the water together, and it's an awesome water. It's one of those waters that will. The name Kangen means return to origin. It is a Japanese word,
Mm-hmm.
and it means getting back the body back in balance, because over time we've gotten out of whack.
Oh, yes. We talk about that frequently. We've gotten out of whack.
We've gotten really way out of whack. And it's not all our doing. Some of it, a lot of it is the times that we live in.
Yeah, it's the environment. It's
Mhm.
what's in our water and what that's in our food and all
Exactly.
those kind of things.
Exactly.
But I see that I'm just going to interrupt. Hold on one second. Okay, do we have a call? Okay, we're going to take the call and then we're going to get back to Barbara. Okay. Hi, this is spiritually speaking. This is Dee Dee, who's on the line with us today.
It's Kim.
Hi. Hi, Kim. Everybody, this is Kim Linder. I know we sent out some information that she was going to be on the show today. But she is on the show, but just on the line today. So, how are you, Kim?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing great. We just had our meditation, so we're feeling a lot more mellow.
Good. That's a great thing.
So, Kim, tell us just quickly who you are and what you do.
Well, my name is Kim Linder, and I host a weekly radio show called The Caregiver Hour, and that's on Clear Channel on 1250 AM WHNZ, and I do that every Monday morning from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. And then the reason and the purpose of the show really is to help caregivers, all types of caregivers. You're talking professional caregivers like doctors and nurses and nurse practitioners, to family counselors, geriatric care managers, and caregivers that actually do hands-on care for people in their home. So we do that whole range of professional caregivers, and then we do your family caregiver, someone who is taking care of a loved one at home or who's in a facility, who could be long distance. And that could range from a neighbor who's a friend, or it could be someone from your place of worship, or it could just be someone you work with, or it could be, again, as a family, different family members. It could be a grandparent, a sibling, or even a child.
Great.
So it's all about helping them create balance using more of the mind-body-spirit connection. So that is what I do, and I know that we have something coming up, Dee Dee, that I thought maybe we could talk about if this is a good time.
Right. Yeah. So what do we have coming up? So, and if you guys have seen some of the things that I've sent out, in the newsletter, also on the website, and some of the spiritually speaking bulletins that have been sent out, that Kim and I are doing some mini workshops for caregivers, especially designed for caregivers, and it starts in March. So why don't you just talk about that a little bit, what we have planned?
Well, I just did a symposium for the Tampa Bay area for 400 caregivers, and I realized this year, 2013, is the year of abundance, and I just am very excited about doing this with you, Dee Dee, and learning how to create and really sharing our information with the area's caregivers on how to create their own abundance. We're talking health, wealth, and well-being. And we've put together this 5 weekly workshops conducted by both of us from 12 noon to 1:30, starting, it's going to be every Friday in March 2013. So it's a time for people to network, eat lunch, and then share. And the topics that we've decided to work on are really, week 1 would be creating an inner sacred space in your way of getting your dreams into, how to turn your dreams into reality. Because often we have dreams, but we just don't know how to make them happen. And this way, we can have a conversation about it, and then you'll be doing your meditation to help reinforce that information so that people walk away really knowing I've got the tools that I need to create my own abundance. And then week 2, we have chakra clearing to set your intention to manifest your desires. This is what I'm learning from you, is how we have these chakra centers, and we need to clean them up and get them open and available so that we can manifest what we want our desires to be.
Yeah, we're getting our bodies ready to accept or to create, and to accept and to create. Mm-hmm.
That's great. And then we have gratitude. Week 3 is gratitude, the heart of attracting your own abundance. And when we talk about that, I really thinking about what to be grateful for in the moment, rather than what I wish I had, but more like what I have now,
Absolutely.
The abundance that I have right now, and embracing that in order to springboard to attracting more abundance in my life.
Absolutely.
And then being worthy and deserving of abundance. So often we feel that maybe I have done something wrong, maybe there's some regrets, but maybe there's some blocks that are just holding us back from really getting what we want, and really helping them make that shift to being worthy and deserving of abundance. And then the fifth week is transforming
week.
scarcity to prosperity, and I'm very excited about that one because so often we think of what we don't have versus what we do have, and then building upon that and attracting my own abundance.
Right. It's gonna be great, and these are some of the topics that some people don't think about when they are trying to create bring things into their lives. They don't think about being grateful for what they have first and how important that is.
Right.
Being thankful and getting rid of thinking about thinking in scarcity terms or in coming from a place of lack.
Yes.
And
Like, I wish I
that's
had
the scary
perfect
thing.
job. I wish I had that perfect house. I wish I had that
Yes.
perfect mate, or my health to be perfect. And
Yes.
so just trying to help them
Right.
really embrace what they do have.
So it's gonna be great. And
I think so too.
so they start on they run through March. From March, it's all Fridays. They're gonna be excuse me,
Yes.
at brunchies. And
Yes, it's at Brunchies
Mhm.
in Tampa on Northdale Mabry, and we've picked a really beautiful spot there. It's going to be quiet. It's going to be private, so that people really can share things that maybe they would like to do in more of a safe and nurturing setting. So we're setting out that intention to create that, and I think it's going to be beautiful. And that's Friday, March 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th.
great. So Kim, we're going to have flyers out, right, about it coming up soon. And we're also looking for sponsors who want to be a part of this, and you can come and talk to the group
Yes.
and spread your
We've put a
information.
package together, yes. For
Yes.
sponsors, we've put together a beautiful package to help promote their businesses, and they're going to be showing their support for caregivers. And caregivers need all the support they can get, and they certainly will have a lot of exposure in different avenues between you and me.
Fantastic. Well, Kim, thank you so much for calling in today. We're gonna have you on the show. Personally, we can talk more about it in the coming days. And just for everybody out there listening to Spiritually Speaking or Talk Wide Radio, just be on the lookout for more information forthcoming for this, for this great event. And spread the word
Well,
for
thank
us.
you.
We appreciate it. And Kim, thank you
That's
so much
great.
for calling in.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me as your guest.
Okay, and we'll talk soon.
Have a beautiful day.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye. Okay, that's Kim Linder, everyone, and we'll be hearing more from her. And also check out her show on the Caregiver Hour. Kim Linder, the Caregiver Hour. It's all about people that take care of others, which is a very noble,
Yes, it is.
noble profession. Or is we also talking about. Well, she told you all about it. It's the professional caregivers to the grandmother, who's or the sister who's taking care of her sibling,
Right.
or to a child is taking care of their elderly parents and things like that. So, anyway, so we're still talking to Barbara Silas, who's here in the studio today, and so we're talking about say the word again, the Kangen water. Okay, so exactly what is Kangen water? Because we're saying the water, I'm on the water, I'm on the water. Why can't I just go out and buy, Culligan water or Dasani or Zephyr Hills water? Thank you. Why can't I just buy one of those water and be okay? I'm thinking I'm getting something that's not tapped. What makes this water so special and unique?
Because this water doesn't have acid in it. Most of the waters that we drink, your tap water, bottled water, is acidic. And
Is that a bad thing?
yes, our bodies need a certain amount of acidity, but because of the environment, as you mentioned earlier, the foods we eat, processed foods, they've created in our systems where the cells can't function like they're supposed to function to help fight off diseases and stuff. So acidity is the root of all diseases. If you look into it, it's over acidic bodies, or it's the root of all diseases. So Kangen water eliminates the acid that that we get from tap water and bottled waters. Even the machines outside supermarkets, you see people with these 5-gallon
Right.
bottles filling up, with water, and they're thinking they're getting good water,
Uh-huh.
and it's no more valuable to them than running the tap water. And Kangen water, like I said before, it takes out all the bad things that's in tap water and bottled
Okay.
water, and leaves you with the good things.
I'm just wondering if the tap water we get, is it um acid or acidic because of things that we put in it, or is it naturally that way? I mean, it's spring water. These beautiful springs, like Zephyr Hill says,
Right,
this is our spring water, and
right,
this is what nature intended for us to drink.
exactly. Spring water, out of all the waters, is maybe it's
Okay,
closest to it.
if it's real spring water.
I would say if it's real spring water, but
Okay,
you're still not going to get the results or the feelings that you get from Kangen water,
okay,
because the way it's processed, it has the molecular structure of the water breaks the molecules down small enough that it easily hydrates you.
okay.
And so when you're
So it gets into the cells.
it gets into the cells
Okay,
and hydrates your body so that it can do what it was designed to do,
okay.
and that was heal itself. So God created a magnificent piece of work
Yes, he did.
when he
Yes,
made
thank you, God.
yes, when he made humans, because
Yes.
he designed us so that when things go wrong, the body had a way of fighting it off. So like a baby, when a baby's born,
Mm-hmm.
you know how fast they heal
Right,
when something happens to them.
right.
They get a scratch or whatever, they get
Yeah,
toddlers or whatever.
because they're less acidic.
They're less acidic,
Yeah,
and their bodies are more balanced with alkalinity.
I see.
And
Uh-huh.
so as we age, day-to-day life activities, the air we breathe, the food we eat, the waters and beverages that we take in attributes to the acidity, the overload that's put on the cells to allow them to not do what they're supposed to do. So things slows down, way
Mm-hmm.
down, and then the immune system starts to break down, and we start catching all these different diseases.
I know I did see something. I don't know if it was a video that I watched of this product, but it showed how we can drink water and drink water and drink water, but then we just eliminate it. We're going to the bathroom all the time because our cells aren't absorbing the water, so we're not really hydrating because the water is not, whatever we're drinking is not being absorbed in the cells like it should be, and actually hydrating the cells. We're just drinking water and it's going between the cells. That's
Right.
the picture that I saw. But and what I understand of this water is that this water is absorbed by the cells, so the cells are actually hydrated. So
Exactly.
you're not, you know, I don't want to say that word, but you're not going to the bathroom all the time as much as you were before, because you are actually holding the water as long as you need it. Am I saying that right? I
Sort
think that's
of.
what I got it. I think the thing is that the cells are the water's being absorbed by the cells because it's what they need instead of just going between all the cells.
The Kangen water.
Yeah.
Yes, the Kangen water is being absorbed by the cells because of the molecular structure of the water and the oxygen level
Okay.
of the water. Um,
That's was one of the things I did see. Yeah, the oxygen level.
right, the oxygen level, and that's what the cells need to help function the way they're supposed to function.
Okay.
So the water in itself, when you drink it, it's very mild water. It doesn't have an odor. Or it's actually some people say it's soft.
Soft?
Yeah, and I've
Yeah.
heard that analogy that it's
Yeah.
soft, and that they say a lot. Some people say I don't drink water. I'm not a water drinker,
Uh-huh.
and you give them a glass of Kangen water, and they say, well, "Can I have another?" I didn't. This is good. I don't feel. It's great. I don't feel bloated.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because you're being properly hydrated.
Right.
You're being properly hydrated. So it's a great antioxidant quality that's in the water. There's three: alkalinity, antioxidant, and hydrating. And the water, what it does, you mentioned about regular water, drinking water, and it's flushing it through your system.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really find that I drink when I was drinking regular water that it really made me go a lot.
It makes me, I'm
So,
going a lot.
right, because
Except when I started drinking that water, I didn't. I started feeling better.
at first, like maybe it's
Yeah.
different people because normally at first, because your body, it's a detoxing water also.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's cleansing your system of the toxins that we put in there, over time. And once you get used to it, and I was one of the ones, once you get used to it, then that settles down. So everybody's a little bit different in how they when they get on the water, the first few days, how it affects them. Some people run to the bathroom. Some it has nothing, does nothing. I mean, everything's fine, and they feel great. They symptoms like I was saying, where they felt like they was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, or they had all this energy and stuff, and they start to notice different things. And some people just, it just depends. But my experiences with that, it made me go to the bathroom a lot. And so when I asked about it, someone else that had been on the water longer, they said your body is detoxing.
Okay.
So
That makes sense.
your body is detoxing. So
Yeah.
once you got over that, and the biggest thing too is sodas. We do a lot of things and drink a lot of things. But when you drink Kangen water, we ask you not to drink sodas because sodas are so acidic that it would take 10 to 12 glasses of water to dilute 1 ounce of soda.
Wow.
So, and we're putting that more acid and more acid,
More and more acid. Yeah.
in the system.
And I guess you can feel that if you've been out off of soda for a while, and then when you have a glass, it kind of feels like you're drinking something that's not really good for your body. It feels like you're drinking something that's really acidic. I mean, because I don't drink sodas very often at all. I mean, mostly it's water or some kind of herbal tea, and then I'll have a soda one wild day. I'm gonna be wild today and have a Sierra Mist. And
It's like your body goes in shock.
I really feel there's like a burn. There's a little bit of a burn, and it's not very comfortable. I want to remind you guys that the number to call in is 813-639-TALK. 813-639-8255. And in just a minute, we're going to play a demonstration video for you guys to see how well this water works with taking all the gunky, yucky stuff out of the water, the acidity, and
Chlorine.
the chlorine and all those different things. So tell us about so we talked about the acidity and the hydration part. Talk about the oxidation part of the water.
Antioxidant.
Antioxidant?
Right.
Okay.
Oxidation meaning it ages. We age. Anti meaning we got to stop this process or slow this process down.
Okay.
And
We like that.
and that's what the water does because of the structure of the water. The molecules are much smaller in Kangen water than they are in bottled water or tap water. So that's why they're able to penetrate the cells more readily and rejuvenate them, and you too in the process, because you feel better when the cells are working, doing what they're supposed to do. But it slows down. I won't say it stops, it slows down the aging process.
I see on your website it's talking about free radicals, and can you talk about that a little bit? I know free radicals are free radicals are unstable oxygen atoms that cause oxidation in the bodies, which exacerbate the aging process. We don't like free radicals, everybody.
No, we don't. It is that same thing. What they're talking about is that they have a demonstration where you cut an apple and the air hits it.
That's right.
What happens to it?
It turns brown.
Yes, and that's aging. So that's what the water is antioxidant, meaning it's going to slow that process down.
Okay.
Because you're getting the proper water at the proper pH level.
Wow. That sounds amazing. So how do I get some of this water?
Well,
I mean, do you sell it in stores? Is it bottled, or do you sell the water?
No, we don't sell the water. We give the water away.
Okay.
The water is what we like for you to do is try the water, see what it does for you,
Okay.
or someone, a loved one that you wish to share with, that you feel that may benefit them in some way health wise. It's a great water. It's the best water to me that's on the market. It's not bottled. You can't buy it in the stores. It's produced with the device that's from Japan, and it's considered a medical device in Japan because the properties of the water that they've been able to use to combat a lot of health issues. So it's produced by a device machine that you hook up to your faucet in your home. It's not no bigger too much than a coffee maker,
Okay.
and it processes the water, turns your bad
Regular
water into
tap
good
water
water.
into something that is good for your
That is
body.
very good for your body.
Good for your body. And I know there's different levels of, of the water, that I've seen before. You have it marked that it's a 7, a 9, and tell me about those.
That water that we drink
you-
from the tap
Mm-hmm.
has a pH of 7.
Okay, so that's what we're measuring, the pH.
We're measuring the pH of the water.
Okay.
So the machine produces 5 waters. Clean water is on the pH level of 7, which is on the level of your tap water. On the level of
Okay.
your tap water. And 7 is only the difference is that it doesn't have the impurities that tap water has in it.
Okay.
Okay, it's clean water. We call it clean water.
Clean water.
And
Is
we
that
give
drinking
that to
water?
that's drinking water.
Okay.
That's the water we give to babies
Okay.
and children. We have
Okay.
them make the baby formula with the 7.0 water.
Because they
helps
don't need so
maintain.
much of the other stuff because
No.
their bodies aren't as acidic.
Exactly.
Okay, I
And
like
so
that.
then the
I
next
understand.
level, when we start people out, it's always 8.5,
Okay.
the oxygen level. Then you go to 9.0, and the goal is to get everyone on a 9.5 oxygen
Okay.
pH balance.
Is this something that you have to keep doing or something that you should continue to do?
It's something that you should continue to do because when you stop, you're going to feel the difference. All those old things will come back. Whatever symptoms or problems you had in the past that while you were on the water, we have to drink water every day anyway. So why not drink the best possible water
That's true.
that we can get? So as long as we drink this water, whatever symptoms or problems that you may have had before you started drinking the water, it keeps it at bay.
Okay.
It keeps the water at bay. I don't leave home without my water.
I know. I've never seen you without your water jug there.
I've never. When I
Yeah.
stop drinking the water, my symptoms start to come back of the
The acid reflux.
acid reflux. That not so much as my sinuses. I've had. We moved to Tampa in 1990, and I never suffered with my sinuses until I moved here. I had to go on all different types of medications to try to get it under control. Since I've been on this water, I have not taken a medication for sinus. And I've
Okay.
been thankful to the Lord, for bringing this water into my
Yeah.
life because I don't have to pop a pill. I'm not a person. I'm terrible about taking medication. I do not like to take medicine.
Yeah.
Because I feel like eventually, if I have to keep taking this and taking it, it's going to break down something else in my system.
Right.
So if I can drink water,
Which you have to have anyway.
which we have to have
Yeah.
anyway, why not drink the water? So I take my machine, my device wherever I go. I've gone to Atlanta. I've taken it on the plane with me. I've gone to Mississippi, different places. I take the water. I take the machine. I don't leave home without
Won't
it.
leave home without it. So this is really great, folks. It's another way that we talk about mind, body, spirit wellness. When you're our bodies are designed to heal and take care of themselves if we have all the things that the cavemen had. Basically that they didn't have all of these all this technology
We have today.
that we have today, but they were still able to to surge on. But anyways, when you're balancing your chakras, when you are doing your meditation, when you are eating the right foods and exercising,
Exactly.
make sure that the water that you're using is also the best water too.
Exactly.
You know, to keep our bodies clean and pure. Also, the purer your body is, the higher your vibration. You know, the higher, the closer you are to God, the closer you can be to God, the better you can hear Him when He's speaking to you. The more we take care of our bodies, um, it's just, it just is. I'm just telling you. So Nolan, I'm just going to ask it. You know, let me know if you're ready for that demonstration. Okay, so we're ready. So you guys take a look at what we have here today. It's just a demonstration of how the Kangen water works.
Water makes up 70 to 90% of the human body, including 95% of blood plasma. Many health authorities recognize that dehydration is one of the most common causes of illness. Chronic dehydration is often part of a chronic disease process. Healthcare costs are spiraling so quickly that the Healthcare Financing Administration predicts that by 2030, Americans will pay over $16 trillion per year. Recently, the World Health Organization ranked the U.S. 37th best in the world in healthcare system performance. Consumer unease with U.S. healthcare grows, and it's no wonder. Americans are rapidly becoming the heaviest people on Earth, with overweight Americans now significantly outnumbering those who maintain a healthy weight. Enagic Incorporated, a Japanese company founded in 1974, is trying to make sure that you don't end up being one of these statistics. Enagic has a technology that turns ordinary tap water into Kangen water. Enagic's flagship product is the Leveluck SD501. This amazing water is a highly energized alkaline water produced with a continuous ionized electrolysis water generating system. Enagic is ISO 9001, ISO 14001, and ISO 13485 certified. Along with these certifications, Enagic is a proud member in good standing with the Direct Selling Association. Other awards include the prestigious International Earth Environment University Environmental Award, awarded to select companies for outstanding achievement in environmental services. Kangen water has 3 important properties that distinguish it from regular water. These properties are the antioxidant value, alkalinity, and microclustering property. In the next few minutes, you will learn about each of these properties, as well as other important benefits to having an Enagic ionizer in your home. Oxidation is the rust on a pipe or the breakdown that occurs when you cut an apple and it turns brown. Antioxidants slow down or stop that process and are found in many fruits and vegetables from Mother Nature. The Japanese call this Kangen water. Kangen translates to return to origin. This antioxidant property of Kangen water can be measured with an ORP meter. This digital meter measures the oxidation reduction potential. A positive reading means it is oxidizing, whereas a negative reading means it is not oxidizing or an antioxidant. Let's look at the ORP values of some of the most popular beverages on the market today and compare them along with Kangen water.
Go ahead and clean that off now. And when we get our first one, let's go ahead and see what that reading is right there. We've got about a positive 363. We'll go ahead and go into the next one here. Let's get that all cleaned off. I'll bring that right there. And let's see, what are we getting there for a reading? A positive, what, 292, pretty good, 296. I think we're going to go over 300. So we'll go ahead and we'll go to the next one there. Now remember, these are positive numbers. We're looking for a negative number. So this means that all of these are actually oxidizing substances to our bodies. So we'll go ahead and we'll go in here to the vitamin water. And we've got what? A positive 214. Go ahead and put that back in the clean water. Now we'll get over here into the Dasani and we'll see where the Dasani registers. Now the Dasani is a positive 100, 168, 172. As you can see, it's continuing to climb. We're going to be over 200 here in a moment. That's going to continue to go up. We'll go ahead and just clean that one off. And we'll come back here and we'll check the Aquafina. The Aquafina, we've got a positive, look, it looks like about 150 thus far. It's going to keep on going. We're up to about 180. And I think as we sit and watch it, it's going to be the same as the Dasani. It'll continue to climb to over 200. We'll go ahead and bring this over. In fact, I'm going to skip and come right over to the tap water. And we'll come back and do our Kangen water. Now the tap water has a positive 300, what is that number now? 325, 334, over 350. I think we'll find that'll continue to climb to well over 400. And as we sit and watch that go, I think you're going to see that it will. So we'll go ahead and we'll move on to the next. We're going to come back now and let's see what the Kangen water, the 9.5. We'll go ahead and put this in here. Now what we're looking for here is a negative number, and I think you can see right now we are at a minus 349, minus 350. You know, we're riding right around the 349, 350. So minus 350, that is a huge change.
Enagic ionizers producing Kangen water had the only beverage with a negative reading and the only one with a powerful antioxidant property. In its natural, healthy state, the human body is slightly alkaline. The majority of beverages being consumed today are acidic. To help yourself maintain alkalinity, you should drink less beverages that are acidic like soda and bottled water, and more beverages that are alkaline. Kangen water is your best choice. Let's look at the next property, the alkalinity.
Let's go ahead and test the pH of each of these drinks. Now the pH is done where we use actually pH test drops. And these test drops are actually the same drops that you would use to test the pH in a pool. And we're just going to put 4 drops into each of these glasses. Now the pH scale ranges from 0 to 14. And what you want is you want to be on the high side. You want to be as high as you can get. You don't want to be on the low side. So we're going to go ahead here. We're going to stir these up. And we're going to stir up this first one here, the Sprite. And you can see on the, basically on the low side of the pH scale, you've got very, very, an orangish color, which is what you don't want. You get into here to the vitamin water. I thought vitamin water was supposed to be good for you. Well, it's got a very low pH to it. We get in here to the reverse osmosis waters. This surprises a lot of people when they actually see this reverse osmosis water. You go to the store and you buy these bottles and you think that it's really good for you, but yet you can see it just doesn't have that much of a pH value. Now this last glass, this is the tap water. Now this tap water here is, it's blue. And some people get excited about that because actually the pH value of this compared to all these other drinks is much better. Much better. But what they don't tell you is that the federal government mandates that tap water be at least 7.0 in pH. And so because of that, they use various chemicals.
Okay, guys. We had some technical difficulties with the video. I'm so sorry that you guys weren't able to see it. It was really exciting to actually watch the demonstration. So everything that Barbara's talking about today, you can see what how this water is changing. And tell us exactly what is he doing in the video?
Well, what he was speaking of, he was testing it with an ORP mechanical device, and what that is testing the oxidation reduction potential, meaning that all the things he was testing, it came up positive, meaning that they were acidic. Mm-hmm. And what we want to be is not acidic. Mm-hmm. So right. We want to go into the negative. So when he was testing all those waters, they were all positive.
Okay, and this was, and you guys heard out there, it was just things we see every day. It was the Dasani water, the sodas. He had Gatorade, and what
Smart
else did he have?
water.
Smart water,
Hmm.
and he showed that all these things that we think that we're drinking that's good for us, actually,
It's not.
it's not.
So we're still adding more acidic water into our bodies, and we're thinking it's great. You know, people go out and they buy, what is it, Fiji?
Yes,
Acidic. You know.
but the bottles are so pretty.
Yes, the bottles are pretty. I do like the bottle design also, but they are acidic. If you pick one of them off the shelf, pretty much they're all acidic. So
Okay.
what we want to do is, we want to bring our bodies out of that state.
Okay.
We get enough in the air we breathe. We got all kind of chemicals, fumes from buses, trucks,
Yes.
cars.
Yes, we do.
And it's a little funny thing. If I'm in the car and when the bus or something passes, you have all these fumes. I pick up my bottle and I drink. I take a drink. Okay, help flush some of this. Flush some of this out. But it's a great water. But that's what he was testing, in that one.
So, we've learned a lot about the water today, and let's talk about how we get this great water.
Well, the water, we give the water away. People that own a machine, we give the water away for 2-3 weeks at a time, and after that, then they can decide if they would like to have a machine or medical devices, it's called in Japan, in their home. And you get that through one of us. We're distributed through Enagic, and we can get you started.
And Enagic is spelled Enagic.
Right.
And how about if they wanted more information? Where do they go to get it?
They can go to my website,
Mm-hmm.
www.greataqua-water.com. They can also go to enagic.com and learn some more history behind the water.
That's enagic.com. So on the website, you'll see the video that we're trying to show you guys today is actually on the website on the greataqua-water.com site. The video is there. And there's also information about everything that Barbara was talking about today about hydrating, antioxidizing, and alkalizing, just getting all that stuff today. And then they can contact you through this website, right?
Correct.
Okay. And there also is some other great things on here. I'm seeing that this water will help clean your food.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so how does that work?
I don't use my vegetables without washing it in the water.
Okay.
The machine produces the water. We call it. It's 11.5. It's a strong alkaline water, and what it does is breaks down the chemicals that are left on the vegetables, the fruit and vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Wash all our fruits and vegetables before we eat them, and when you wash them, you see how cloudy the water is
Oh my goodness.
from taking the pesticides off that were left on there when they picked them or whatever, how they were
Yeah,
processed.
just think
and
all
they
that
rinsed
those
them
things
out.
are going in our bodies.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. My granddaughter was watching me do some lettuce, clean some, spinach the other day. We had gotten from even the organic spinach. It was funny. And she said, Granny, all that was in the water? That came off of the spinach?
Right.
Yes,
Right.
it came off of the spinach. So we don't eat anything from the supermarket, fruits or vegetables, without washing it in this water. It takes all the pesticides off.
Okay, I heard her washing your vegetables, but and there's also you can watch the machine that she's talking about. The device that you have in your house is no bigger than a coffee maker. There's a demo on the website of how the machine works. I also know that you can make a disinfectant from this water too,
Yes,
a
I do.
non-chemical disinfectant. Tell
Yes.
us about that.
The machine produces a water. Remember, he was saying the pH scale is 14. So when you're running the strong alkaline water, the 11.5, out of the secondary hoses, you're getting 2.5. That water has been tested to kill 99.9% of all germs and viruses.
Oh my goodness.
And viruses.
And viruses.
So that water we take, and you fill a vial or bottle, and you put in a couple of drops of mineral oil with lavender or something like that, and you shake it up, and you just spray your hands. Rub. So you got the cleaning agent, and you got something to soften the skin behind that.
So nothing's wasted.
Nothing's wasted.
Nothing is wasted. That's great.
Nothing's wasted. And the same thing, like they mentioned about pets, it's great for animals.
What about
too.
your plants?
I use it all the time on the plants. They thrive on it. They thrive on it. So usually about the 8.5 water, or if I've left my water sitting for long and I want some fresh water, I'll pour it on the, pour it on the
Pour it
plants.
on the plant, so nothing's ever wasted.
No.
This water or this machine has been talked about on MSNBC. There's all kinds of reports on it. It's very much a science behind this. So it's not just someone just taking water out of a spring and then just slapping a label on it.
Exactly.
This is water that you produce in your own home, and it's good for the whole family.
For the whole
What
family.
about washing your hair and those
Yes.
kind of things in it?
Yes, it
Okay.
has water we call 5.5. We call it beauty water.
Beauty water, people.
And
We like
and
that.
Yes, and it's used to, it's just like an astringent. So you don't have to buy an astringent. You just spritz it on or splash it on however you want to. Same thing with the hair. You can use it when you rinse the hair. You rinse it and it makes the hair softer. So it's just like a conditioner. So
wow,
it's
that's-
great for, the 5.5 is also great for cleaning. It's one of, you think beauty water, and now you're going to tell me it's clean glasses and mirrors. I clean my glasses with it. I have a wall of mirrors in my home. I clean
So no more Windex.
no more Windex.
No more
So-
Windex or Stridex or whatever
Right,
it is that
yeah.
you use
So
for
it
an astringent.
eliminates a lot of chemicals
Yeah.
in the home.
I think that's wonderful. I totally love that. And if you're trying to live in, a chemical-free life,
Exactly.
and, this is a great way.
We're all trying to go green as much as possible.
Yeah.
So this is a device that will help us to go as far green as we want to take it.
That's right, because there's no plastic bottles to buy and
Exactly.
throw away.
Exactly.
I think that's one of the the greatest things too.
Right. The beauty
So
of it.
when you have one of those filters, those what are the filters that they called by? I'm just
Yeah, I know what you're
know,
talking about.
those-
You see them on TV too. You
Brita
just hook
filters
Brita.
that you hook them. I
Mhm.
said I think this will run Brita out of business really when you actually test the water.
When you
then.
test the water.
When you
exactly.
test the water and you actually think that you're getting filter water, but it's still not the best that you can get.
No,
right?
it's not. It's not breaking down the water into smaller molecules where your body's being hydrated the way it should be.
Okay,
So you may be getting a decent water, but you're not getting
the best.
the best.
Yes.
And you want the best. Why not have the best?
Why not have
if you're
the
gonna
best?
if you're gonna invest in something, invest in the best.
Yes. Okay, absolutely. I mean, this is great, and I love it. We are almost out of time, but I want, Barbara, if you can give everybody the information again on how they get in touch with you, and if they want to try the water, if you just want to have more information, you just want to try the water and see what's so special about it. Barbara, she doesn't sell the water. It's all about the device, but she will give you the water. You can come to her and pick it up, or she'll meet you someplace and pick up. How much of the water do you give away?
Normally, it depends on who's all drinking it, how many people is drinking it. Usually, we do 2 to 3 gallons because we want you to get the water every 3 to 4 days.
Okay.
The water needs to be at its highest, meaning the pH balance at its highest. So within 3 days, it's starting to go down.
Okay.
So you want the highest.
So it'll go, if you're at an 8, in 3 days it might go to a 6.
No, it's never going to go to a 6.
What does it go to?
7.
Then? It go to a 7. That's still not bad when you
No.
figure if you're drinking.
Yeah, the water is good for 7 days. We tell you
Okay.
because there's no preservatives in the water.
Okay.
We say after 7 days, discard it. Pour it on the
Okay,
plants,
pour it on the
lawn, whatever.
Okay.
It's still good water,
Uh-huh.
but because it doesn't have preservatives in it, we don't advise.
It's
that you
not going to
have it.
hurt you if you drink it though.
No,
Okay. All right. Does this
shouldn't.
water taste different?
it doesn't have any taste to me.
Okay.
But I can tell if you've been on the Kangen water for any length of time, and you drink a bottle of water, You taste the
You
difference.
taste the difference.
You taste
so
the
it does
difference.
taste different. It
Yeah, I
does
guess
taste
you would say
differently.
it
Okay.
tastes different.
Well, I'm excited because I'm going to go and get some water because I've had some water from you today. I mean, not today, but I've had water from you
In the
before.
past, yeah.
And actually, I had a client who had some
Medical
issues. So
issues.
I was going to meet. I took the biomat out to her house, and her husband says, "Hey, my son was asking about this Kangen water. Do you know anything about it?" And immediately I thought about Barbara. I'm just like, "Yeah, I know. I know someone who is a distributor, of this." And I thought of Barbara. So it was great to. It's great that people know about it and they
Right.
know the healing properties of it.
Right.
So, just because she had these going on, her husband says, "I want this water for my wife. I love my wife and I want her to have the best."
Right.
And so you got the water out to her, and we hear that she's doing. I saw before I left there how much better she was feeling. After the treatment, and you think 3 days on the water, you got all these things. She's doing all the things right. She's following her doctor's advice, doing the holistic things for herself, and part of that holistic treatment is including the water. So it's fantastic. So
It's great.
we'll keep you all posted on that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Spiritually Speaking today. It's been a blast to have Kim call in and talk about the workshops that we have coming up, and also have Nolan and Brendan here joking around with us and trying to get the video up. And we're going to have Barbara back on the show. And, now that she's got the nerves out now, maybe she'll do that demonstration for us live and we won't have to, watch the video. But the video is real informative.
Yes.
But if you guys knew Barbara, you know exactly how much information that she has about this water. And I know that she can show us and do that demonstration herself. What do you say? You're going to come back and do it for us?
Sure.
Come back and do it for us. Great. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. And everybody, don't forget to go to oilsandstones.com and check out Quintessence and all the events that I have going on. And don't forget, on Thursdays here at Quintessence, we do our usual meditation. So thank you all, and have a blessed, abundant-filled Sunday. Want a joyous, fulfilling life? Do what the fulfilled do. Be grateful for the things you have. Give freely from your heart. Be of service to others. Leave ego behind and let Spirit fearlessly guide you to your highest and best self. And most of all, choose it for yourself and believe that you already have it. Thank you for tuning in to Spiritually Speaking. We'll see you next week. Namaste. To learn more about Dee Dee Lovejoy, tune into www.oilsandstones.com.